So, I've been looking for a fighter for a long time, like a good one. I was pretty satisfied with Street Fighter V, but there's not a lot of content in there, and what really kills me on playing that is that everyone rage quits, so you pretty much barely ever actually get a win. You know, you get that rare time where you actually beat someone and they don't quit, or you just get your shit kicked in, or you fight someone and they quit. Like, you barely ever actually get the satisfaction of winning and your character, progressing with the fight money or whatever. So, or the character levels as well. So, with that being said, I don't really have a fighter I could play because that totally kills the mood for me. Even they even do it in Battle Lounge. Can you believe that? But anyway, enough about Street Fighter. So I picked this game up, and I was like, well, I hope this is decent. I heard Maximilian talk about it. I'm gonna probably put his video in the description because he's pretty much the reason why I got this game, because he said he gave it a glowing review, and I gotta admit, it's actually a really good game. Um, the mechanics kind of remind me of like Marvel vs. Capcom in some ways. Like, if Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was good, I feel like this is what they probably would have done with the fighting style. Okay, that game was garbage. But pretty much you don't have your typical like starters, linkers, and etc. It's a little more freeform. So, you would have like your special moves, and your just standard attacks. And it's really more about like being able to like hit based on certain ranges. Like, you would have your square for light punch, X for light kick, triangle for slash, circle for heavy slash, and R1 is I don't know what D stands for, honestly, but it's a D attack. Usually, what that does is it'll launch the character a little bit across screen so you could kind of chase him down. But the light attacks are better for up close, and then the slashes are better for mid range. So you kind of have to like figure out how far the person is going while you're hitting them, because obviously when you hit somebody they back up. Um, you also get something with the meter where you could like kind of chase them down still, so like you would hit that and you could continue your combo if you're quick enough. So it's pretty cool. It has some good mechanics. I don't really mess with that option too much. Oh, and you also get a one hit kill as well, which is interesting. Basically, you hit all four buttons and it triggers like this certain um, like I guess power up. Like, you see like red flames on you. Based on how much of a meter you have is how long you can stay in that. If you get the attack off, which is like a super attack, if you hit that, the person's dead no matter how much health they have. But they could beat the shit out of you and you won't be able to trigger it. So it's pretty good. It's pretty balanced. And if you fail, like let's say you actually trigger that mode, but you didn't get off the one hit, you're not able to use your burst moves like your supers and stuff, and you don't have any more meter, so you can't do the continuation combo that I was talking about before. The roster is pretty good, character roster, compared to the other Guilty Gear. I'm not much of a Guilty Gear fan. I tried the other one, Sign or whatever it was. It was okay, but the netcode was kind of bad, so I didn't really buy it. I just kind of played it via SharePlay and saw how it was. And I also didn't think it felt as good. This game feels a lot better, so they really improved on the gameplay, and the netcode is a bit better. So those two things are improved. They also added more characters. I don't remember how many characters were in Sign. I think there's 17, but they added those later. This one has 20 and 3 unlockable ones. I have 2 of the 3 unlockable ones. I don't know how to get the third one. They're pretty good in variety as well. They all have interesting little traits. Like, there's a guy with a staff that like he needs to eat food to do his special moves, and if he doesn't eat food, he gets hungry. So after a special move, he would like gasp for air. There's one with coins, and I think that has something to do with his damage. But you can also flick the coins for like projectiles. The one character I like, he uses like a pool stick, and he could actually shoot like billiards balls at people, and that helps his combos and stuff, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of interesting characters. So if you played BlazBlue, you kind of already know what what this company does as far as making characters. So that's also pretty good. Now, what I really want to talk about is the training mode. The training mode, by far, has to be one of the best training modes I've ever seen. It is so in depth, and as someone new coming into this franchise, and someone like new going into Guilty Gear, I feel like I've actually gotten a lot of information about the game just through the tutorials. So now I actually feel a little more able to play online rather than just being this fresh face that never been with the franchise, like when I went into Blast Blue and just get my shit kicked and become not familiar with like these characters that other people have been playing for like the past 10 years or so. So that was great. I'm a lot more confident with this because of the training, and the training is so deep, and I still need to get further in it. Like they first, like what they do is like with combos, they teach you all the special moves, and then you learn that. Then you start to learn combos, like basic, Drew, like advanced. I couldn't get past basic though, because it's like 13 for the specials, then it's like 10 for basic, which it gets really crazy because they start making you do jump cancels and stuff, which you'll see on the screen right here. We basically just did the sample stuff just to show you, but this is like basic 10, like really. They also have something really cool with FAQs. If you pause the game, you can look at frequently asked questions, and it actually gives people a list of things that they could look at, like health, etc. There's just so much information in this game, it's nuts. Now, I will have to say the one thing I don't like about the game, even though the online is improved, it does have that stupid fucking avatar walking around doing stupid shit matchmaking. It seems to work better now, but oh my god, that is such a stupid thing to do. Like, I feel like if they didn't waste their time making that, they probably could have just made an endless battle and whatever other type of lobby systems you need, similar to what Street Fighter had to update, and that would work just fine. I don't know why they choose to do it this way. I'm going to show you some footage of that in a second, and I really just don't like that. Like, it's too time consuming, and then you have to make sure that the people that are standing there are actually there. I don't know if you get kicked for inactivity, I haven't tested it, but you also have to pick based on region. Like, first you have to find a room, so you have to like look through the United States and see where everyone is. Typically they're always in like the north to east, like Massachusetts area. So I usually go there. When I made the recording, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern, and there was a good amount of people in the northeast server. When I tried to do it last night, there was 2 servers that were full, like filled with 64 people. So there's a good amount of people that play. I also feel that you're probably not going to run into rage quitters like you do on Street Fighter, because this community is so niche in comparison. Like, Street Fighter has like hundreds of people. Like, I think a lot of people, well, most people bought into it. I know there are a lot of people that didn't buy it. But this game, I don't really know anybody that buy it. If it wasn't for Maximilian talking about it, I probably wouldn't have even bought it. So I'm glad he did. It's an awesome fighting game. What else didn't I talk about? Oh, the story mode. I've only got 5 chapters into the story mode. I heard that it's actually 20 chapters. There's like a part A and a part B, and each part is 10. So I'll have to find out more about that. But so far from what I've seen of the story mode, it is basically just cutscenes. Like, I haven't had any fights yet. That's kind of interesting, but also kind of weird. I mean, the writing's not great, so it's kind of like, eh. There's no English voice actors, so all the voice actors are in Japanese. So if you want to read subtitles for about 5 hours, because I think that's how long it is if you were to watch everything, then, be my guest on that one. But overall, I really do like the game. I'll have to give it a 9 out of 10 though, for the story mode, mainly just kind of being primarily focused on like a Japanese audience, which isn't bad. I mean, at least it's subtitled, but still, I don't really like that idea, because I kind of want to hear what these people have. Like, sometimes like just hearing how they talk is kind of cool, but you always just hear people talking in Japanese. And then the online matchmaking, I don't like how it's still that stupid lobby system. I think they did a good one with the Blast Blue and the PS3. I don't know why they moved to this. It's really weird, but you do get to play with people on PS3 as well. So that's my review. It's a 9 out of 10. Very good game. Recommend picking it up. And until next time, I guess I'll see you guys later.